Hello there, and welcome back to another video. If this video seems a little all over the place, it's probably because that's an accurate reflection of how my life has been feeling lately. The day that you're seeing now, if you're wondering why I'm in a house and not the van, I filmed this when I was pet sitting for some people I had met through Rover. I had been staying here for a few days while they were away just watching their dogs, and this was actually my last day, so I'm just tidying up and heading out. Since my first video where I talked about recently being laid off and what my plans were moving forward, I could have never expected my life to turn in the direction it seems to be heading in now. My original dream was to travel full-time in Leaf, my van, while working remote. Then I was obviously laid off, and my new but temporary dream was to backpack Europe while I took a break in between jobs just to do something that was fulfilling to me. Even with this new plan in mind, I still kept an eye out and applied for a small, very selective handful of jobs that I considered to be my next dream job. Not expecting any of them to stick, but thinking that if they did, I would be able to live out my original dream of traveling in and working from Leaf. Long story short, after a very long 5-step interview process, I was offered a dream position. And in all honesty, knowing the industry that I'm in and how competitive it is to find remote work, I never thought I would step into a new position so quickly. With all that being said, you're probably wondering, okay, what's the plan now? And to be completely honest, I don't really have one. One thing I do know is that my goal is and has always been to experience the world and find myself in places new and unfamiliar. I'm aiming to head west come end of March, and from there, who really knows? I have other travel plans in the works that lie beyond exploring in Leaf, like visiting Japan and Hawaii for the first time, as well as backpacking a trail in Europe that I've been dreaming of trekking for years. And while I don't know what the future will hold, I do know that there will be a lot of opportunities to learn and grow and live the life I've always imagined for myself. It is bittersweet to leave Colorado, a place that has challenged me and allowed me to gain a new level of confidence that I never thought imaginable. It's only a temporary goodbye though. I can't stay away from these mountains and the people that I love for too long. So that's my little life update. I'm really excited, and this is just the beginning. And to say that I am excited to capture the highs and lows of this next chapter is really an understatement. So, with all of that newfound knowledge, let's get on with the rest of the video. Good.
2 hours later.
The oil change literally took 30 minutes, and that was also rotating the tires. I am at Whole Foods. The van is baking in the sun. The sun came out and I am so excited. He's revamping his solar supply, charging the batteries. So I'm just gonna sit here and probably just read for like the next hour. I went into Whole Foods and I got some essentials for breakfast. Peanut butter, crunchy is the best. A banana. Okay, I got kamut. I think it's kamut. Basically it's like puffed wheat. I love this shit. I'm a very textural eater, and so I love having something crunchy in soft food. This does it. Let's make breakfast at like 11:30. These are technically overnight oats, but they really don't need overnight to soak. So if you just give them like 2 or 3 hours, they'll be just fine. Okay, let's read. But first, we have to set the mood. You can bet if I am in here, there is a candle going on in here as well. It's necessary. My arsenal of candles here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 candles, plus another 4 that are in another area. Safe to say I love candles, but this one's just fresh Fraser. It's like a balsam candle. I'm gonna eat, I'm gonna read, I'm gonna journal, and we'll just see what I do after that. It's feeling particularly nice outside. I'm debating if I should open the slider window, but it's also kind of chilly. I'll try it. I am rushing around this morning like I have somewhere to be. I have nothing to do today. I have no obligations. So I'm gonna take a chill pill for a second and we're gonna go for a hike. I originally woke up this morning planning to go to the gym, walked into the gym, spent 2 seconds standing there and realized this is not happening this morning. The weather outside right now is chef's kiss. It's blue skies, sun. It's pretty warm today, so that's what I'm doing instead.
The hike that I'm doing is one of my favorites. I've done it numerous times because it's only 15 minutes away from where I'm based. It takes about 2 hours if I'm walking, so it's a really nice amount of time. And there's 2 different ways that you can take it because it's a loop. So you can either go up a really steep gain at first, get to the peak, and then spend the rest of like hour and a half going down a gradual, longer trail. And that's what I like to do because it gets my heart pumping at first. I get to the top, cheers, and then I spend the rest of the time going back down, thinking, observing nature, appreciating the weather, and then I get back to my car. So it's like hard and then slow. That's what I'm doing today. Did you need to know all about the trail? Probably not, unless you live in Colorado or Boulder and you wanted the rec. I just told you. I figured also something that might be a little bit helpful is kind of giving a little overview of what I wear to go hiking. If you live in a cold place and you want to spend some time outside but you're not sure what to wear, I'm just going to give a little bit of an overview. It took me a little bit of time to understand how to dress during the winter time because I'm from Texas and the high during the winter is like 70, so it's almost shorts weather year round. And then moving to Colorado, it actually snows. Shocker. Long story short, let's get into what I'm wearing. I have just a simple thermal base layer underneath. This is not even ideally what you should be wearing because it's cotton and it's not sweat wicking at all. So it basically, when you sweat, it just kind of stays wet, which is not ideal. But for the hike that I'm doing, I know that I'm not going to be sweating a ton, and I'm kind of okay with just getting a little bit sweaty and sitting in it. I'm not like gonna get hypothermia or anything. I have this thrifted sweater that I've had for, it seems like ages. I just wear it all the time. I have 2 pieces in my closet that I wear constantly, maybe a little bit too much. And it's honestly a challenge for me to not wear this sweater and my other sweater in every single video, because then you're gonna be asking, Amanda, why do you never change your clothes? Because they're comfortable. It's not even anything fancy, it's just a simple sweater that I thrifted. As the last piece of my layering system on top is gonna just be a down puffy jacket. This one, down is really lightweight and it's extremely warm for its weight, which is what I really like about it. And that's typically what I wear on top if I'm going to be hiking outside during the wintertime, just because it's very breathable, very lightweight, and it's just my go-to. For pants, I have just some simple, can you even see these? Probably not. Simple hiking pants. These ones are great. If you're going to be hiking during the wintertime, chances are you probably don't need waterproof pants, just because you're not hoping to sit in the snow for an extended amount of time. I love talking for 5 minutes and then not having anything to show for it. I have on wool socks, and then I also have, I'll show you what it looks like when I have it on. I personally think it looks stupid when I'm covering my ears. I feel like I look like a noob. You tell me what you think. I usually just wear it behind my ears, even though that's literally not how you're supposed to wear it.
Every time I go back to watch a video of me walking or whatever, and I hear the crunching sound of myself walking in the video, I am like frantically looking around to make sure that it's not another person walking near me watching me record myself. It's a literal mind game. I think when I first moved to Colorado, I had a lot of self-deprecating thoughts because back home in Texas, I used to hike all the time, and if you didn't already know, Texas is ridiculously flat, so there's not really
a lot of hikes with a ton of elevation gain. And then moving to Colorado, almost every hike has elevation gain of some degree. And so when I first started hiking, I used to always beat myself up for being out of breath or having to take breaks or whatever it was that felt like I was holding myself back. I was like, oh, you're so much better than this. You can do better than this. It's really not that deep. Over the course of the past summer, even up until now, I really haven't beat myself up mentally, which is fantastic. I think that's so much progress has been made there. Just a message, if you're watching this and if you feel like you do hard things and you're not measuring up to where you want to be or where you think you should be, it helps to give yourself some perspective. Just feeling grateful for the fact that your body can move the way it does, that your lungs are functioning, that you're in a place where you can do the things that you love to do, that the weather is nice. I think it helps to really take yourself out of your own head when you start to become more aware of your surroundings and the fact that you are capable of doing hard things. It just maybe takes some time to work up to the point where you want to be. The human body's pretty like, you know, you can feel it, you can give it water, you can tell it good things, but sometimes it just doesn't perform the way that you want it to, and that's okay. So now that I've had my break, let's get back on with the hike.